Say hey, everyone. Welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Nice to see everyone bright and early here on a lovely Saturday morning. Say Hey Plays back at you with a special Say Hey Plays here. We've got a full slate of baseball to talk about, and we'll roll right into the horse racing live stream with our guy Jimmy the Bag here. We'll start in about, I believe starts in like 30-ish minutes here. They'll get going betting all the tracks here today, so it'll be a whole lot of fun. All you guys have to do that are watching this program, stick around, watch this show, and we will kick you guys straight to that show. So don't even move. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy the day with Hub Sports Radio here. It's nice to see, like I said, everyone in here bright and early on a Saturday morning. Zofe in here as well, dropping some Rays plays here. Big Daddy Boom. We've got our guy Justin McKelvey in here as well. Christopher Tatum and Nicholas Handy. Yes, it is a tie-dye shirt. Justin made it myself. It is my only UFC shirt. It is International Fight Week. Or fight weekend. I don't know what they've called it now, but yes, UFC shirt. Now, I am making a bet. Oh, hello, Cab. That scared the fuck out of me. Nice to see you. You're noisy, Mike.
Is it still making noise?
Yes, it rattles like a fucking maraca at times.
Bro, this
How
thing
are you,
is
Cab?
cheap. Like, I had a cheap mic, and I was like, all right, I'll buy a more expensive one. It'll fix everything, and it didn't fix shit.
Maybe it might be what you're putting it on. Who knows? But Cab, it is nice to see you. I'm making a horse racing bet right now. While I do that, why don't you tell the people how your week in betting baseball has gone?
Very even this week. I'm like literally even on the week. So it hasn't been the best week per se, but the last month has been outstanding. Hell, even the last 2 months has been pretty good. I'm finally back positive on the season, so that's a big fucking note for me. Yeah, ready to rock, man. I love these props, this plus money props. I've got some bets today, guys, that I absolutely had to convince myself not to bet too much money on because I really like them. So we're going to get paid today. I know that for sure.
We are indeed. We are indeed. It's exciting to do so here. Christopher Tatum dropping I'm guessing that is Elias Diaz. Christopher Tatum, home run plus 125. There's a lot of Diaz's, so let us know here. Dougie Wise likes the Cubs, and Christopher Tatum also likes the over in Seattle, Texas there. So let's get into this game here, or let's get into these games. Let's talk it up. I had a 3-1-1 day yesterday, so cannot complain. And like I said, I just bet a horse ready to attack the horse racing card here later with our guy.
Not that I like
Jimmy.
care, but are you just going to keep calling it a horse or tell everybody what you bet?
That you have to tune into our friends later here in the show. Start about 30-ish minutes here.
Good teaser. There's going to be so many people that are there asking for your horse.
They should. They should, because it's a Jimmy the Bag horse. It is obviously not a horse that I've capped myself. Big Scott in here. Nice to see you. Tigers money line, parlay, Phil's money line, or plus 1.5. Not bad at all. Let's get into these games here. And let's start off with the shittiest one of them all here. Clark Schmidt versus the Oakland, Las Vegas, Sacramento A's here. JP Sears on the other side for the A's. I haven't bet up minus 300 fade in quite a while now. If we're being honest, they just have not hit this season as they were last season, or those seasons before, I should say. So I've stayed off generally this year. Sears is a pitcher that I've liked throughout the years, but not this year especially. 5 innings, 3 earned runs, not awful. 3 1/3, 5 earned runs, that's bad. 5 1/3, 2 earned runs, 5 innings, 4 earned runs. 3 of his last 4 starts have been at home too, so now we've got him on the road versus Clark Schmidt, who is the only Yankees pitcher that I have somewhat respect and affection for. Back-to-back 7 2/3, 7-inning shutouts, and he even snuck in a 6-inning shutout there as well. So 3 straight shutout appearances for Clark Schmidt. I'm not going to say that I want to back him for another one here, but I'm not fading him here. So Nothing here for me. I'll quickly give out the market in this game before passing it to our guy, Daby Cab. There's 64% of the bets, 90% of the money, or excuse me, 64% of the bets are on the under, 90% of the money on the over in this game, and 77% of the bets, 56% of the money on the New York Yankees here today. Cab, what do you think about this shitty game? You're muted.
Yeah, I'm pulling through some numbers here, trying to find something to give you guys that I at least like in this game. And I'm just going to be completely honest. I don't like shit in this game. Like, maybe I would lean over just due to the way the Yankees have been hitting, the last 10 games or lack thereof hitting. But they did have a little bit of an outbreak yesterday. And Yankee Stadium is, it's a fucking crackerjack ballpark. It's not somewhere where I want to bet unders, just like I don't want to go to Seattle and bet overs. So I lean under here in this game, but I have no action. I got plenty of bets. This is not one of them.
I actually have moved on 3 bets coming into this show, 2 in the same game. We'll talk about them. I've got 2 more circled to see if I move on them here. Coin leans under, and Clark Schmidt to get the win, -112. I don't hate that at all. Wine Time Sports in here as well. Old E in here. Nice to see you, Old E. Nasty Nate in here saying Yankees first 5.
Yo, I got a question for you, Nate, if you're in the chat. When you post those videos, do you cast like out into the deep ocean, or are you fishing in the pools that are up on the rocks with those fish? I don't know. I've never fished there. That's why I'm curious. Let me know.
He is going to make fun of you for whatever the answer is. I'm assuming he casts it out. He's going to make fun of you for asking that question. That's a lock. It's a lock right there. Right now, I can see Nate just being this fucking dumbass. He's fucking typing up right now.
I know how to fish, Jose, and like the wind's coming in, the waves are coming in. I'd be surprised if he's just casting out there into the break. But okay, you're right. Deep ocean.
See, he's out there just like, God, fucking idiot. I can see it now. Kong's asking if this meets the cash cow status. That's a Troy Torrance question, Kongs. That is a Troy Torrance question, my man. I don't know exactly the parameters. It did go from 230 to up to -300, but you'll have to ask him, my man. Minnesota Twins, Detroit Tigers, the next game on our slate here. We'll open up with the market in this one. There's 72% of the bets and 60% of the money on the Detroit Tigers, 67% of the bets and 58% of the money on the under in this game. An opener of -142 at penny up to -146, where we used to play poker at -140 up to -150 here. Now I kind of do, well, I should say I like Bailey Ober more than I do Casey Mize. I'm a known Casey Mize detractor. I've not been a fan, but Bailey Ober's last 4 starts have been horrific. 7 innings, 7 earned runs. 5 2/3, 4 earned runs. 4 2/3, 7 earned runs. 7 innings, 5 earned runs. I mean, that's just I can't get there. I can't get behind it here. The market is kind of leaning Tigers, but there's not enough movement to get me there. And the total is all under bets here, 67 and 58, and we've gone from 8.5 juice to the under to a 9. So I probably lean over, but I just can't get there with either of these offenses. I don't love this matchup. I'd probably lean Tigers, but no action for me yet. By the way, nice to see Rem Most in the chat saying, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm late. Did I miss the Fade Helga play of the day yet? 1-0. Let's just say Remos, Helga was tracking that bet. They were down like 6-1 or something for a long time, and then they tied the game, went into extras, and Helga got very excited there for a hot second.
Oh, what? I don't remember what it was, man, but I'm about 95% sure whatever I told her to bet last week would have cashed too, because I cashed everything but one bet on the show. So unless it was the one that lost, she should have rode with me. Would have been 2-0, Jose.
I don't remember what it was either, but you're probably right.
It was probably the best baseball player in the world, Brandon Marsh. I'm just going to assume that's who it was. And shout out to my guy Kyle for hating on him so much, man. It takes hate to be great. And Brandon Marsh, he is great. That's all I want to say.
Our guy Kyle Kearns?
Yeah, he don't like Marsh a lot. And As a matter of fact, he like hates him a whole lot. And I told him, I said, well, I mean, he's the best baseball player ever. He's a little bit better than Shohei Ohtani. Probably better plate coverage than Barry Bonds. I mean, just Brandon Marsh all the way, baby.
Well, shout out to Brandon Marsh there. Let me type this out. And we will be ready to roll on here to New York Mets. Oh, he wants is ready for this game, actually. Okay, let's bring him on
So don't
here.
ask me if I have anything to say on this one. No worries.
Oh, sorry. I thought I already did ask you, but let's bring on our guest anyways.
Stacks, 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 stacks.
Our guy Justin joining the program. Justin, my man, how are you?
Not bad, not bad. Only bright spot yesterday was the Orioles. I got a lot. That's the first time people sent me shit in Twitter. Like, I could get swept on my stacks, but I bet the Orioles and my Twitter is getting flooded. Like, all pregame. Then it was 6-0. I'm getting Golden Girl, laughing emojis.
I see you got trolled for your first time stacks.
Yeah, like, I'm like, damn, like, I get swept on my stacks. No one mentioned that. I bet the Orioles and they're down 6-0 and y'all roasted me. Did they come back and win 22-8?
You could win like 7 in a row and you'll get like 2 thank yous. And then like the moment you bet a team people don't like and you have a bad day, you're gonna get 55 comments talking shit.
But see, my thing was, I don't mind it. Just be respectful. And all of it was respectful. Wasn't no disrespect. So I didn't mind it. But it's just funny that Orioles won 22-8 when everyone heckled me at 6-0.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. You got to love those, especially the people that want to heckle before the game. Like, oh, I didn't know the game ended when it was 3-0. You're right. I guess baseball games end when it's 3-0. Bro, my favorite, I just retweet them, bro. I'll retweet trolls. I don't give no fucks, man. There's pretty much nothing anybody can say that.
The main one I did. Shout out Markel.
Shout out to Markel.
Markel trolled you? Markel's my dude. No way.
No, it was his was all fun and games. I reposted it. He sent me some like Golden Girls shit and about betting the Orioles. It was funny though. Like none of it was disrespect, so I didn't mind. I didn't mind at all. It was just funny that they won 22-8. Should have made it stop.
A wild fucking number for a baseball game too. That is such a wild name.
I went to sleep and woke up and checked the score. I was like, "There's no way that's right. There's no way."
Man, shout out to Noel, Lucky Power, Redbeard. Man, I'm seeing a lot of names from last week coming in again. Sloan, am I saying that right? Sloan, my dude, man. Been good learning and going back and forth with you. Swish, JM, Dougie, Wise, Kelly. There's my dude. Glad you're here with us and not on the golf course yet, Kelly. Sports scientist Jacob killed it on his appearance on Walk-Off Wagers. Good to see.
Got slandered by Jimmy too as well this week. So shout out to you, sports scientist Jacob. Welcome to the community officially.
What did he do? What did he do to slander him?
He just put some bad English in the chat, and Jimmy's a stickler. Jimmy's a stickler for that English.
Hey, Dad. Between Jimmy and Jose, they horrible with like first time meet and greets. Like,
bro, Jose told Kyle to go fuck himself.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, he bashed Kyle.
I'm like, dude's helping our channel right now, and you tell him to go fuck himself as soon as he shows up in the chat. Good job.
And he's like 8 times your size.
And he's not invited me onto his show.
That was not a fat joke, by the way.
No, I was being joke.
I mean,
I heard it.
All right, okay, I'm fine with that, but it wasn't.
My bad.
Yeah, my bad. Kyle hasn't invited me onto his show either, so maybe I do make bad first impressions.
He's not going to invite you. I told you that last
week. But it's not just you. That's how Jimmy did the same thing to Jacob. Jacob asked a serious question, and Jimmy went off.
Whose people is this or whatever he said? I forgot, but it's nice to see you, Jacob, in the chat here. I didn't know. Maybe I do leave bad first impressions, especially when I start talking about sucking dick for winning plays or whatever.
Don't do that here on this show. That's for you and Jimmy.
I think it's for everyone.
Just advice before I get to my play.
Sure.
You should be careful about saying that, like when you leave the circumference of your home. For some people in some areas, like where I grew up, you tell somebody that's a serious problem.
Well,
Serious.
I'll be waiting for that day, Justin. I hope you're there to back me up.
Well, Justin, where Jose grew up, it's normal. So he tells people that all the time.
Yeah, but he gonna go down
Hey,
Texas and start saying that to the wrong person.
Yeah.
Justin, you'll be there to back me up, right?
I'm gonna just explain it for you. Like, yo, he don't know what he said. Give him a pass.
On this one, Stacks.
Okay, well, beautiful, Justin. What a great start to this Detroit Tigers Twins breakdown. I did not expect it to go this way, but this is a perfect start to this. And by the way, people in the chat agree with you, Justin. But I'm just going to hope that you're there behind
Hey,
me,
they grew up.
ready to back me up.
If you grew up the way I grew up, and you say that, bad.
Well, Nate will be there. Justin, you'll be there. I'm not worried. I've got big dudes around me.
How
Cab
about
will
you
be
just
there.
don't say
He's
it?
big. That's not as fun, Justin. That's not as fun. What do you think about this game here? Detroit Tigers, Minnesota Twins here. An interesting
I
match.
love this game. Stats play today #1. I got over 8.5. I think I got -120. I posted it, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers get it by themselves. Honestly, when I looked at over his last 4 games, gave up 10 home runs, something like 23 earned runs. Like this was like a layup.
Okay. All right. A little overaction. Cab, what do you think?
A little overaction. Oh, overaction. No, I got you. No, that last game, when he gave up the 7 runs against Seattle, I was just, he had that blow up 3rd inning. He was throwing good other than that. But I
You think he's good?
I want to take Detroit. I don't lay -145. Like, it's not something I bet. So maybe I could do what Spoons does and create a -1 in this spot, or Jimmy does and make a -1, or maybe take the Tigers' first 5. Look, I know the Tigers have been trending in the wrong direction for the last couple weeks, if we're being honest. But when you get somebody, like Casey Mize on the mound, who's got a 7-2 record, he's kind of been one of your dudes this season. Like, you're still, doing great as far as the overall projection of the season goes. This is a game at home. You got to win. You got your dude on the mound. You got to go out there and win this baseball game. So I like the Tigers, and I might try and find a way to bet them.
Why don't you do your what you taught me to do? Find somebody to get 1 hit and take the money line.
So if I was gonna do that, let me see who I'd go with.
Carpenter or Riley Green, just to get a hit. Put it with the money line.
Hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's the type of number. I'd probably with Gleyber Torres just to get a hit. Because we're not covering that total basis. So the reason I say Gleyber Torres is I'm looking for somebody who's covering like 9 out of their last 10 games to make that bet. And he's got it for me. So, yeah, Gleyber Torres to get a hit, the Tigers to win. You got plus money. That might hit my card. I've already got so many bets. That's the only reason I might not.
Okay.
I almost forgot this was Stacks. I was getting ready to put my play in. Then I was like, oh, shit.
Gleyber hit. I love it. Tigers to win.
Yeah, my next game come back later on, so I'll come back during it. The Cubs game.
All right. Well, beautiful. Well, that's a game I have a lot of action on too, Justin. So I hope we're on the same side there as well. We'll see you back here very soon.
Fuck, I don't have a lighter.
Well, Cab will be right back. Cab, go ahead and grab a lighter. No worries there. And let's roll on to New York Metropolitans versus the Pittsburgh Pirates, a game that we cashed yesterday here. Same line as it was yesterday, -140, plus 115-ish for the Pittsburgh Pirates here. And if you guys watch this program, you guys will know there's a game and there's the same teams playing and there's the same exact money line, 2 different pictures. It throws up my radars and it automatically makes me want to bet the other side that lost yesterday. Mets obviously lose yesterday. Kind of feel like they are ready to go here to get today here. Spoons, nice to see my guy Spoons in the chat, and we'll talk about that game very shortly, Spoons. Don't you worry about that. And Kong Slips, by the way, mentioning that college football starts in 56 days. 56 days, Cabby Dab. So it's only a short whiles away. You're muted, but don't worry. We're going to keep rolling here.
I can't wait for college football, man.
It is going to be fun. I'm going to try to bet college basketball more, though, and we'll see how that goes. 66% of the bets are on the New York Mets here, but 67% of the money on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Split with the money with the total here as well. 72% of the money is on the over, while 62% of the bets are on the under in this game. So really split betting splits here. This line opens up, and let me refresh my odds sheets here. This line opened up where we used to play poker at minus 145. It is down to minus 137. Same thing with Penny, minus 148, down to minus 137 there. Total here, I'll mention that when it opened up 9 is now 9.5. Wow. Only place that is not showing that 9.5 is another offshore where Jimmy knows the guy running the book. So that's very interesting. His minus 111 each way to the 9 here. So nothing, I don't think I'm going to move on anything this game as of now. It definitely seems like the market is subtly saying Pirates, excuse me. But after yesterday's game, I just kind of lean Mets. But what do you think here, Daby Cab?
I think I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information here on this that I want you just to hear it, right? We all remember betting first fives with Paul Blackburn, right? Either you weren't betting baseball, you don't pay attention, or you suck at it if you don't remember what I'm talking about, right? Paul Blackburn was an absolute cash cow. He was a moneymaker in the first five. It was almost like Paul Blackburn Day. You just bet him when he comes up. There were a lot of things that went into play to create that perfect storm for Paul Blackburn. One of them is he was on the worst baseball team ever, right? In the A's, okay? They were terrible. Like, there were certain things that set up his numbers to make him so profitable. So hear me when I say this. He's not that good, okay? Paul Blackburn is not that good. He is mediocre, below average at best as far as major league pitchers go. He's not somebody that I'm just rushing to the window to get behind in any shape or form ever. Let go of the past, because the past is the past. And Paul Blackburn, he's kind of shit. So I just wanted to let everybody hear that.
Just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that Paul Blackburn is some ass. Well, I agree with you generally, Cab. So that's why I kind of stayed off here. I mean, I think that he is a viable pitcher for overs. And I think that our guy TJ saying in the chat, first five over here, first five over 5 as well. So very interesting there. I'm staying off this game. And shout out to Woo, Kenny Woo. I'm scrolling up through the chat here to see who is on this game. And Woo, Kenny Woo saying that Clemson could be a dangerous playoff team. I'll let Clemson fool me again, I guess, because the last 3 years, I've thought they were going to be good with their fucking quarterback, Klubnik, and he has been some ass. And now he's supposed to be a first-round pick somehow, some way. I guess I'm going to let Dabo Sweeney trick me again, because I don't know what the fuck to do with the ACC. But we won't talk about that right now, Daby Cab. We'll talk about Rays Orioles. Zach Littell versus Zach Eflin here. The fact that the Orioles are favored in this game, and let me refresh my odds sheet again to make sure they are still favored in this game, is very interesting, as they are some ass this year compared to the Rays. Minus 108 right now at Penny for the Baltimore Orioles. Opened up minus 109. That's a little worrisome if you think the Rays are the spot here today, honestly. Minus 115 opener.
That's such a wild comment. What do you mean it's worrisome? Because of the market? Bro, I hear people just trying so hard to like hate the Rays because they've been winning. Like, just the market makes you say that?
I would expect the Rays here to be minus 130 favorites, personally. I even on the road, and the fact that they aren't is worrisome. They open. I think they've opened this line to get people to bet the Rays a little bit here, which is a concern. Now, I'm not going to move on this game as of right now. Like I said, in this game, let's see. There's 60% of the bets, 70% of the money on the Rays. Like I said, I think they just got people to they open this line to get people to bet the Rays. Like, oh, look at this Rays team that's fighting for first place in the division against the last place Orioles team. They're going to smash their ass. And then the Orioles find a way to win because Zach Eflin has a once in a blue moon pitching performance here. So that's my concern, Cab. What do you think?
I get it. and I see you got people in the chat that are agreeing with you. I do understand what y'all are saying, and I understand like listening to a market's important, especially if that's one of the things you cap. What I would say is if I was betting the Rays on this run, like I do know a few people who have been just hitting Rays. Shout out to my dude Redbird in the chat. I think he just dropped Rays first 5. If you've been betting the Rays and if you've been cashing with them, please don't let this market keep you off. Don't.
I would agree with that.
That is what I say. I have not been betting the Rays enough for me to jump in on a shady market. Okay. So my first bet on the Rays is not going to start on a shady market, but I would love to be on this bet had I been riding with the Rays throughout these wins. Since I haven't, I'm off. But if you've been on them, just stay on it. Don't jump off just because you see a minus 110 with a better pitcher on the mound for the Rays.
I will write down the Orioles, and I will come back to this at the end of the show because, it depends on where you're looking. If you look at where you used to play poker, minus 115 down to minus 109, it's a little worrisome. At least the line is moving sort of in the Rays direction with all that money. But I think I will be on the Baltimore Orioles here today. So we'll see. Redbeard LLC, CLC. I keep saying LLC like he's a fucking business owner, which he probably is. He says, it's been a great ride, Cab, and I'm sure it is here.
I just got to feel like my Brandon Marsh ride, bro. Like Rays would be my favorite. They'd be my favorite baseball team if I've been riding with them. You always talk about how I'm a Padres fan. That fuck the Padres. They let Nick Martinez make them look terrible. And the fact they made Nick Martinez look that good, that baseball team is fucking dead to me. Fuck that baseball team.
Yeah, I mean, if you had any good friends, Cap, someone would buy you a Brandon Marsh Phillies jersey by now.
What are you trying to say, that I don't have any good friends?
Well, I'm saying you've made a lot of money on Brandon Marsh, and you need to fucking be kitted out. Maybe you should. Oh, Cap, I know what you should do. You should dress up as Brandon Marsh for Halloween. You need to get your hair like as fucking damp as he does all the time. Just have wet hair and then have a fake beard. That'd be
Our
sick.
brains just don't work the same, Jose. I don't think about trying to look like other dudes, man.
I do. Speaking of looking like other dudes, it's our guy, Combs Clip. Kongs, my man, nice to see you. The intros have not been the best today, I will admit, but Louisville is in the house. Kongs, I saw you have another Louisvillian in the chat. Just throw up the L's. How are you, Kongs?
I'm good, bro. Shout out Cheyenne McIntosh in the chat from the hood. Come in, I'm gonna drop a couple plays. Fuck baseball, first of all.
Sure. Of course.
After we fuck baseball, I am on Andrew Abbott, 4.5 strikeouts, plus 120.
Hey,
Yes,
good. I
sir.
didn't expect that. I didn't expect a baseball play from Kongs. Wow. Okay. All right.
Been killing these strikeout props, bro. Andrew Abbott, 4.5 strikeouts at plus money, plus 120. Get good plus money on it. I got a unit on it. Fuck it, let's go. I'm on Robbie Ray, 6.5 strikeouts, and the Chicago White Sox team total under 4.5 to bring the juice down. His strikeout prop sitting at minus 170. Didn't really want to play it at 170, but I like the look. So I'm going to take the Chicago White Sox alternate team total under 4.5, bring it down to minus 114. We have a massive UFC card tonight.
Yeah. We need to hear those winners, Kong.
2 title fights tonight. We got Ilia Topuria fighting Charles Oliveira in the main event. I am on Ilia Topuria to win knockout in rounds 1, 2, or 3. I gave this out earlier in the week, minus 105. It's dropped. It's like minus 115. I think it's good money, bro. I think Topuria's power is too much for Oliveira. Oliveira gets dropped in every fight he's ever been in. He's a dangerous grappler. He can throw up submissions from his back. But Ilia Topuria is that dude. He's carrying all the momentum right now. He's got the aura. I'm on Taporia, bro, by knockout, rounds 1, 2, or 3. I might have too much money on this play. Bet responsibly. But yeah, bro, I don't see any way Ilya Taporia don't knock this guy out. He says he's going to do it in the first round. I think it goes to the second, but we'll see. That's where we're at, bro. We got
Beautiful.
56 days till college football. Get ready. Load your bank accounts up. Start stacking that cash because we're going to bring the 2-unit parlay back this year after winning about 70 units on that play last year.
Bro, I am so excited, and I'm telling myself I will not fucking bet my favorite bets 7 fucking times throughout the week this year. I will be better about that. Bro, I swear to God, every year in college football, I'll throw 200 on it, no big deal. But then throughout the week, I fucking hit it and hit it and hit it and hit it. And I look, I'm like, why the fuck do I have $1,000 on this dumbass college football team, man? Like, but I can't wait. I can't wait for it.
It's coming, bro. It's gonna be a good season. I've already been breaking down this college football, the college football teams for a few weeks now. Man, I just can't wait, bro. Going public, doing the show on Saturdays. This past year was my 3rd year in a row that I've hit over 100 units in college football. So I just plan on doing the same shit, bro. I've doubled my unit size this year in college football for the first time I've raised my unit size in college football since I started betting it. It's gonna be a good year, bro.
And we're gonna make some. The tailgate will still be the tailgate, but we're gonna make a few visual changes for you guys. Hopefully this year we're gonna really try and bring the heat on Saturdays. We killed it last year. Kongs, you did awesome. As a show, it was great, but I cannot wait to get back to it. Anyways, you'll get me lost in college football.
Yeah,
No, it's beautiful.
buddy.
It's beautiful, Kongs.
All right,
I
bro.
thank you very much for jumping on here. A lot of Louisville, Kentucky people in the house. AM's in fucking Lexington, I think, as well. So we've got Kentucky represented in this bitch. Kongs, I thank you very much for joining us here, and we'll see you very soon, my man.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Love you guys. Everybody hit the like button. Love you guys. Kong, I'm out.
Beautiful work there, our guy.
You know where I was born?
Clips. Where were you born, Cab?
Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, Lexington, Kentucky represented today.
Yeah. I didn't spend no time there, though. I lived there till I was 4 months old or some shit. I don't know.
Well, sounds like me in Venezuela here. So shout out to AM here, Lexington, Kentucky. Cheyenne's dropping the L's for old Louisville, and that is very funny. That is Kentucky a state or a country? Justin's asking here. That's good question. Good question, Justin. Good questions as always. No dumb questions in a brainstorm here. But let's move on here and let's talk about baseball. Let's talk about a game I'm very interested in, Cap. It's the Seattle Mariners versus your Texas Rangers here. And this is where my first bet arrives here, Cab. And you know me. I am the market whore. Whatever the market says to bet, I will blindly bet and put my faith in the Lord of the markets. 85% of the bets, 67% of the money on the Seattle Mariners here. 63% of the bets on the under, 52% of the money on the over in this game. This line opened up with Brian Wu and our guy, Kumar Rocker. This line opened up at 138. And we opened up at minus 141 at Penny, and it is down to minus 118. So it's a pretty easy bet for me on the Texas Rangers full game money line. Coming back for Helga's money from last night. She didn't actually bet the game. She just put Rangers in the chat. But Texas money line plus 110, officially official. My first bet of the day and the first bet I made today. Daby Cab, what do you think?
Let me talk on the game, and then I'm going to decide if I'm going to make this bet or not.
Sure.
It makes me sick to look at it, bro. And I know I lost my last first 5 over, but that's the first five over 3.5 that I've lost in a fucking hot minute, man. Those first 5 over 3.5s are just like Helfo's over. Jose isn't fading my pick. He's on my side. There you go.
Come on, Cab. I have been putting money in fucking Spoons' pocket, just fading his pick,
Careful
and just keep
spoons.
lining him.
Look, I do not believe in fucking luck or any of that shit. But look,
Yes, you do.
I will tell you this. The worst run I ever had happened after Jose decided to say, "Oh, I'm gonna tail that," like multiple times on a show. And it's like I didn't fucking win a bet for 3 weeks or something like that. It was like he just got his but Jose's a winning capper right now, so he can't do that to you. It's not even possible. Jose, you're kicking ass this season, so keep it up. But last year, bro, I definitely blamed you on that. I swear to God, you got it all over me, and I couldn't shake it. But anyways, the Rangers, man, because and it's because you put it in my head. You text me, you're like, you don't want me to tell you on this. I've had bad luck. I was like, it doesn't matter. And then we lost. I was like, I don't believe in that shit, Jose. And then we lost. And we lost the next one. I was like, stop telling me. How about that? Just fucking bet it and don't say anything. Let's just
score.
Yeah. Anyways, Rangers felt like now when you lose an overtime game or extra inning, excuse me, when you lose an extra inning baseball game, it never feels good, but that felt real bad last night. Like the Rangers, sitting right there, one game below 500. They're only 2 games behind the Mariners in the division, which the Mariners are not even close to the Astros. Just saying, they're right there with the Mariners. Like, that felt real bad. Like, Jose, that felt like a game that needed to be won by the Rangers right there. It felt like a chance to break through and gain some momentum. Now, obviously, they've got a chance to win 2 more here and get it back, but I just don't like the feeling that was out there. I was sitting there thinking, man, they got to win this the whole time I was watching it, and obviously they didn't. I would take the over 3.5 in the first 5 simply because what I always say, it's just too small of a number. Fuck, man, I'll probably bet it. It'll be my 7th bet if I make it. I will let everybody know, like 100% if I make it or not. I've got it pulled up. I haven't pressed the trigger yet, but I think Brian Wu and Rocker are both, good pitchers. Rocker's getting a little more comfortable. 2nd year out of Vanderbilt. Him and your best buddy Leiter. Rocker and Leiter both out of Vanderbilt. Both a lot better this season than last season. And I think Rocker's got extremely good stuff. He's just getting acclimated to being a professional baseball pitcher, which is different than pitching in college. Just like pitching in college is different from high school. There's always a little bit of a heat check for most people. There have been a couple instances like with Skeens and what's his face from Milwaukee. What's that fucking dude's name in Milwaukee?
Mizorowski.
I guess he's fucking literally the best pitcher to ever play the game or something like that. Usually there's a little bit of a learning period. I think Rocker had it. I don't hate the Rangers as a side here. The reason why I wouldn't bet it, though, is because of last night. So I like the first 5 over 3.5. I might get to the window. I will let you guys know if I do.
Okay. So, Cab, you're thinking about betting the Mariners?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Anything
I said?
All the talk about they were on a bad run or they looked bad, all this stuff. It sounded like you're going to bet the Mariners.
Last night, I'm telling you right now, last night was a very bad loss for the Rangers. Losing that game in the 12th inning with the situation where it is, it's like, are they going to trade Tyler Mahle or are they going to go get a fucking hitter, to replace some of these bums that they got in the bottom of their lineup? Like, they got to make that decision before the trade deadline. So even though it's like middle season right here, this is crucial spot for them. And they lost a 12-inning game that they needed to win. They fought back all the way back to get back in it. They were down, they were out. Yeah, that was just bad, man.
Yeah, Helga thought that they were going to come back and win. So shout out to you, Helga, wherever you are, and shout out to the Rangers, who I am on today, plus 110. Let's roll on to the shitty Boston Red Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Lucas Giolito versus Chris Bassett. Oh, God, this Red Sox team has been just something else. Cab, it turns out, that when you trade your best hitter, your offense is going to fucking plummet after. Who would have thought?
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you don't trade for any hitters to replace the best hitter on your team. Who would have thought? It's a fucking frustrating ass watch to watch this Red Sox team. We've bet them a few times as well, which has made the watches even worse. And here I am, Daby Cab. Here I am yet again telling you that I want to bet these chuckle fucks yet again. it's so frustrating. I only lost yesterday, minus 115 Boston Red Sox, when I took all the other fucking plus money dogs, and the Red Sox can't come through with me. They get 3-9-0. I mean, it's
What's your record
disgusting.
betting the Red Sox this year?
It's actually pretty fucking good for once. Don't have it in front of me. I can look it up and try to do the math.
I'm glad you said that, Jose, because I was about to say, if you told me that it was bad and you're not betting, I might say, look, you stopped betting the Red Sox, you stopped doing the dumbass minus 300, and you're having a good season. Things I've been telling you for 3 years now.
But I've been betting these fucks, and there's nothing that annoys me more than losing bets on the Red Sox. I hate it. I hate it. Because I should know this team better than anyone here because I watch all these stupid ass games. And yet we have now Lucas Giolito, who is, I think, now the easiest pitcher to live bet because all you have to do is watch his first inning. If he's throwing 94 and up, he's fine. He'll have a good start and he'll be rocking. If it's 92, he's fucked. It's not going to work. It's too close to the changeup and he's not going to have a good day. So, do I want to back Giolito after having what? I think it's been like 2 good starts in a row now. No, I don't. I don't trust the guy. It just sucks. And maybe Cash God 171 is right. You're obviously a Red Sox fan. No shit, Cash God. Thank you. This is your first time watching the show. I appreciate that, but no shit. I obviously am. Watch the cash on the unders and just sit back and laugh. And you're probably right. You are 100% right.
Jose sees somebody's name he's never seen in the chat, and it's fuck you, no shit. Not thank you for being here. Glad to see you in the chat. I'm glad that you hit the sub button because you have to get in the chat, Cash Dog. Much love, man. We are very happy to have you here. Jose,
I am a dickhead because I'm talking about the damn Red Sox, and Helga's in the chat now saying, man, you're mean. I fucking am. I make bad first impressions.
Literally, his ball and chain just told you that he's an asshole. So you can take it there.
Oh God, it's just so frustrating to watch this team, and they keep just shooting themselves in the foot. And I'm glad that Cash God at least knows that he's a Red Sox fan too, and he's watched this. And I should be betting the unders in this game.
Well, I got you here. I got you. Cash God. I got you on this one, man. I appreciate you jumping over if you appreciate the analysis here. Look, it ain't simple, or it ain't simple. It's very simple when I pull out a hitter like Vlad Jr., right? Obviously, like everybody's like, oh, okay, Vladdy. But let me tell you why I'm going to back Vladdy total base prop today. One,
you should. Great bet.
Yeah. One, it's minus 110, which is like, usually I want plus money. And if you've been following me, I'm usually looking for plus money. There are rare occasions where I'll go for minus 110 or something like that. And that's this situation. I say it all the time with player props. You have to ride with people and you have to stay with them when they're hot. You don't necessarily just want to cherry pick and look, right? Vlad's been hot. You look at his average over the last 10 games, which is always the first place I'm going to start. 364, 12 hits, 3 home runs, plenty of extra base hits. You look at his total base prop, he's covered it 7 out of his last 10 games, right? So, at minus 110, you're still looking good right there on value as far as the bet goes. And then here's another thing I always like to look at. When you're playing somewhere like this stadium, okay, it's whether you're a Red Sox fan or not, it's like I don't want to use the word romantic for baseball, but it's like this is the fucking green monster. Like it's the Red Sox. It's such a badass place to go as a hitter and get to stand in the batter's box and hit. And good hitters relish that opportunity. And if you look at Vlad, he does just that. He's hitting 359. So basically 360 when he travels to Boston in his career on the road. So, and that's 50 games. So it's not like it's just a couple games that he's been there. In 50 games, he's hitting right about 360. I just think it's a great bet. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 total bases, minus 110.
Agreed. Great look. Vlad kills the Red Sox, especially in Fenway, a reason why I wanted him on the Red Sox. But agreed there.
You want to hit what? You want to hit there. I'm telling you. I swear to God, Jose.
Guess what? I'm on the Boston Red Sox minus 117.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. That was a true sigh of relief. If anybody saw it, I thought you were about to say you were tailing me on Vladimir Guerrero.
Oh no. Never. I would never do such a thing. I would never put you through that kind of misery, Cap.
There's only two people that have ever told me they tailed a bet and then the bet lost, and I thought to myself, oh, it might be that person. You want to know who those two people were?
Me and Dutch.
You and Trent.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point.
That's bad, right?
Point.
That's bad. I'm putting you on that level right there.
That's fair. That's fair. And that's why I'm not on your same bet. Instead, I am on the Boston Red Sox here. Cash God. Me and you, Cash God. Let's join together in arms in Boston Red Sox fandom and let's fucking will this team to goddamn victory. I bet them at plus 108. I believe in you, Giolito. I believe in you, Marcelo Meyer, who's on the bereavement list and isn't even going to be on the team right now. I believe in you, Roman Anthony. Just come through for me. This team is better than what they've been playing, and I'm on the Red Sox to snap this fucking losing streak.
God, what the fuck, Cash God? I thought you were on my side. Don't hype him up. You can win. I'll root for you. Vlad's hitting the fucking monster and getting on second, though.
That's true. I hope it does for our sakes, and I hope they win. Randy Vasquez versus Andrew Abbott. Reds Padres here coming up here. A great pitching matchup. All of you know, if you've been watching the program for a while, that I have Cincinnati Reds futures. I am high on this Reds team. I have them to make the playoffs. I am rooting for them hard. So seeing victories and pitching performances like Nick Martinez threw last night makes me feel better about my future. Am I expecting that to ever happen again?
No, dude. No. Nick Martinez didn't do shit last night. The Padres fucking pissed down their leg, okay? That's what happened. Go look at it was 89-92 with minimal movement, middle upper part of the zone. He got a few curveballs down. The Padres shit sheets. That's what happened. Nick Martinez just happened to be the dude that was there. I promise you he wasn't even hitting spots, dude. Just go watch. Don't do it from a betting perspective. Watch it like you're watching the pitcher. He didn't do shit. He fucking sucks, and the Padres are a goddamn group of clowns.
I cannot wait for Nick Martinez's next pitching appearance.
Oh, I'll fade him again. He's made me. Dude,
oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. 100%. That will be the easiest fade to make next time out. So I will be 100% with you there. Cash God saying the Padres work for FanDuel. That could be a good case. Lucky Power mentioning the Padres forgot to get off the bus. And Slow Jams is mentioning that the Reds are my new Pirates. Maybe they are, because I'm trying to will this team to victories with Terry Francona as well. Now, minus 160 against the San Diego Padres is not something I'm looking to bet, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I'm actually now seeing minus 160. I must not have updated these lines, because I'm seeing now minus 147 at Penny opening up there at minus 147. So this has to be yesterday's lines, I guess. Market in this game, we've got 79% of the bets on the under, 83% of the money on the under, kind of unsurprisingly, I guess. Juice was on the over 9.5. It is now towards the under 9.5, and we're getting nines pop up. So under money starting to get some respect, and 53% of the bets are on Cincinnati, 67% of the money on Cincinnati. This line, like I said, has not really moved. So at minus 160, if I'm being honest, I kind of lean Padres, but I don't want to bet Randy Vasquez. And you guys heard how bad the Padres treated Daby Cab, how bad they hit yesterday. So I stay off. They probably bounce back, but not for me. I like Andrew Abbott a whole lot.
No, I'll just say it instead of responding. TJ said that I hate Nick Martinez. Look, all I'm saying, dude, is like, fuck. I should have got that arm surgery and fucking rehabbed if Nick Martinez was a major league pitcher. I mean, god damn, I didn't know 89-92 with fucking low movement and not hitting your spots cut it. If I would have known that, I would have fucking got right back at it. Fuck this game, dude. Go to the next one.
Fuck this game and we go to the next one.
But thank you, everybody that is here in the chat. Everybody that's rocking with us, man. If anybody has a best bet, you can either come on screen with us or you can just give your voice behind it. You can be like the voice of God behind us. Give us the best bet, man. We'll drop the link in the chat. Maybe Cash God, our new viewer in there. Maybe you have one. Maybe Johnny K. Wine Time, I know you got something. Any of you guys, if you got a best bet, man, hit that StreamYard link and come give it to us.
Yes, our guy Wine Time has family here. By the way, Helga has emerged from her cave, and I'm scared now. Nice to see you, Helga. Got family over, or else I
when she's ready to make another bet. When we're gonna
Helga, Capsa, whenever you're ready to make another bet, he's ready to go 2-0 with you. She said, "Fuck the Rangers." We're on the Rangers today, though.
No, we're not. I didn't give you the Rangers last time, and I ain't going to give you the Rangers this time. I gave you the Astros last time. That shows how much I don't fucking care about the Rangers.
I did not bet them yesterday. I'm sorry, Helga. She yelled at me for not betting the Rangers yesterday. By the way, Wine Time is on the Rangers money line, Red Sox money line, the under 8 and Phillies, Braves, Cubs -110, and Guardians -115. Nice to see you as well. Yes, Wine Time. I love the Rangers here today as well. By the way, Cash God also saying his best bets today: the Mets, Pirates under, Red Sox, Toronto under, Royals, Tigers, and Twins, Tigers under. Sorry, Dodgers and Royals. I missed the Dodgers there. All unders there. So shout out to you, Cash God. I had a horrible day the other day betting all overs. So I agree with your strategy there as well. So talking about this game we've got in front of us now, we've got Miles Mikolas versus Slade Ciccone here. Honestly, two pitchers that I kind of like. I like Slade more than Miles, but Miles is becoming a free agent after this season. So there's all the motivation in the world that you need to pitch well. On top of that, he has a no trade clause, which is shocking. Miles Mikolas has a no trades law. What? Couldn't believe that. So he's not going to get traded this year. Same thing with Sonny Gray as well. He also has a no trade clause. He also is going to be a free agent after this year, I believe, and he is also not going to leave there as well. So things to note. They're a good team right now, the Cardinals are, but make those notes as you will. Opening up at -118. Penny opened this up there, and it's now down to -114. We have, where are you, Cardinals here? We have 51% of the bets on the Cleveland Guardians, so it's pretty split ticket-wise, but 85% of the money is on the St. Louis Cardinals there. So that's very interesting. Big bets on the Cardinals line, really not moving too much. 69% of bets and 61% of the money on the under in this game. Cap, anything in Cardinals Guardians? You're muted.
Just
I'm sorry.
I get it, man. I'm muted so that you guys don't got to hear the moving around and shit. I'm gonna get it.
No, we appreciate that.
I'm tired of this setup. I want to be able to stand up while I do this shit.
You want to stand?
Yeah, I want to fucking stand. Is that gonna work, or is that gonna fuck everything up?
No, I mean, you could stand. I think you should get one of those tables that raises and lowers, and then you can just have all your shit on it. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I need to be able to stand up, bro. I'm tired.
And on top of that, during live stream, you could pace, walk around. That would be funny.
That's why I need to stand up. I'm just tired of sitting down. But anyways,
Fair.
Alec Burleson. If you were with me last weekend, we cashed on him. We're going to go back to it this weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had this number 5, 6. So yeah, he's hit this number 6 out of the last 10 games. Burleson has. He's only hitting 281 last 10 games, or 279. Excuse me, 275. Sorry, I thought I had it memorized. 275 last 10 games. Not as scared of that number right here, right? Burleson, he's just plate coverage and approach right now are off the charts. And that's one of the things that I look for when I'm going to bet these hitter props is I want to see like the batter's approach, what they're looking for when they step in the box. Burleson's not chasing right now. He's barreling up. His barrel percentage is up. I like what he's doing. And at even money, even against somebody like Ciccone, there's no way I'm not going to take it at even money here. 4 or 5 at bats with him. He can cash it on any at bat. We're going to take that even money right there. Good money.
All right. Every time I hear Alex Burleson or whatever, I think of Nate Burleson, the wide receiver. Yeah, I think of the wide receiver for the Lions, honestly. That's immediately where my head goes to. So shout out to Alec Burleson there. No action for me here. Good notes here in the chat. I appreciate all you guys watching here. Rube the Dude, Nasty Nate, by the way, standing up and saying, Oliveira wins tonight, plus 350, going against that favorite there in the main event. So shout out to you. He said, can't watch UFC tonight because he'll be at a Collie Bud show on the ocean. What is that? I don't fucking know. But it sounds like a great time.
It's like a stoner band. I don't listen to them, but like, I don't know, stoner band, like Slightly Stupid or something like that, I assume.
Slightly Stupid is a band name?
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, they're a good band. You should light a joint and listen to some Slightly Stupid while you watch baseball. Good vibes.
I've never heard of them once. The only stoner music I know is the music from Cool Runnings.
I got kicked off a Slightly Stupid's tour bus, but it wasn't my fault. It was the person that I was with.
Okay. Interesting. And Nasty says reggae artist. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of these people before. I'll never forget learning that Led Zeppelin wasn't one person. I was shocked by that. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was one guy named Led Zeppelin. I was like, that's a pretty sick stage name. Turns out to be fucking people.
I've ever heard. Like, you think like it's a band, Jose. What do you mean you thought it was one person?
I thought his name was Led Zeppelin.
God damn. Can we just move on?
We roll on here to Colorado, Milwaukee, a game that Cab I know doesn't want to fucking talk about here because there's a minus 235 Milwaukee team. And I don't want to bet him either. Quinn Priester has looked phenomenal since he got traded from the Red Sox. Does it piss me off that he's 5-2 and looks great? Yes, it does. But we got a first-round pick for it, so it's okay. Cinzatella 3-10 is not. And shout out to Jimmy, first three, I should say. Herman Marquez, Cinzatella, Austin Gomber has been paying him out pretty well, but not for me. 225 opener to 245, at penny 253, where we used to play poker at. There is, and let's go to the market here as I try to find this game here. 85% of the bets and 91% of the money on the Milwaukee Brewers here. 70% of the bets, 56% of the money on the under in this game. You know, if you want to do a big favorite line moving towards them parlay, I guess it's the Brewers and Yankees, but no thank you here. Remo said, you hit rock bottom when Ayo is heckling you, Bouquet. So that hurts. That hurts, AOD. That hurts. But I've got nothing here for me as I'll let Cab regain his voice there.
No, that choked me out, bro. AOD's the most positive person in the world. No way he just heckled you. I'm trying to find it. What did he say?
I am not cultured, AOD said. So
shout out to... Okay. I'm about to say, he's the nicest guy in the world. No way.
Shout out to AOD. What do you have on this game, Cab?
No, I didn't bet this one. I got more action, and we've been rolling for an hour now, so let's keep it rolling, man. Hopefully some of you guys in the chat can hop on, man. We did hit 160 live just a minute ago. Shout out to all you guys. Thanks for coming in, man. We want to see some of y'all on stage, but if not, just share the video, get it out there, and let's cash these next bets coming up.
Justin's with me. He's figuring out that Led Zeppelin is a group, but not one person. Shocking to find that out. Justin. Apparently, I looked like Kid and Play. Who's Kid and Play? I don't know, but I looked like them too. So shout out to Jimmy for all that as well. There's another band that has all of their brothers are in the band. I forget what it is. I couldn't believe that they were all Van Halen. I thought Van Halen was one guy named, his last name was Van Halen. I didn't realize that there were like 6 Van Halens all playing.
Bro, I'm not cultured either. I mean, I know that they're not one fucking person. I know one Van Halen song, I think. It's got a fucking cool guitar intro. That's about all I know.
That's probably all the Van Halen songs, if we're being honest. Shout out to every Van Halen that's out there as well, however many of them there are as well. The Beach Boys, also a band too. Shout out to TJ.
God damn it. If you don't put the next fucking game up, I swear to God.
Swish, I played guitar here. I just didn't realize that. I didn't look at the songs. Rocky Like a Hurricane was the only one I got. And is that a band? Is that a person? I don't know. I was great at it with the controller, though. Shout out to you. Dodgers Royals. Next one on our slate here. A very interesting game because we have our Lord and Savior, Shohei Ohtani pitching today. How many innings of Ohtani will we get today? We've had one every time so far. I suspect we get multiple innings.
You think so? Because the first time you actually get multiple innings, that 1.5 is going to be a beautiful bet on the strikeouts, and it's still 1.5. But like,
That's not a good
wild
sign.
bet if he's only getting 1 inning.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. What a bet that is. 1.5 strikeouts. You get 1 inning.
And that's what's been happening. And I know people who have took it. I won't out him on here, but it's like, unless you know he's throwing more than 1 inning, that's a fucking wild bet.
Is it plus money to the over?
No, I think it's juice to hell. Like, I got to pull it back up, but it was like minus 130 or something like that when I saw it last time.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Ron Lofton said he went to high school with David Lee Roth. Is that a band? Is that a band or a human, Ron? I don't know. I don't know who that is, unfortunately, either. Ron, either. And Swig, yes, I played guitar here with the controller. I was much better at it than playing with the actual guitar. It was much easier. But Ohtani, I don't know.
1 second. I'm almost there. So close. If I can find his fucking name.
Sly or like Sloan said he took the under 2.5 last game, even money. That's great. Spoon saying
1.5. Oh, he's got to be throwing more than 1 inning, right? It's 1.5, minus 165, minus 150, minus 170 some places.
Yeah, I expected 2 innings from Ohtani, like Spoon's saying. No, we're not getting fucking crazy here.
Bro, you can get his under at like plus 130 on under strikeouts. Bro, that's probably
Cap's sitting here thinking diabolical things.
Bro, that's not. Well, I'll put his under strikeouts and over total bases together for a wild bet, dude.
That's an only Ohtani bet. Things like that gets me going right there.
Well,
but yeah,
I can do for fun if it's got. You go ahead and talk. I'll stop interrupting, but
no worries.
I got to do it on my book. Just hold on.
Two innings from Ohtani here was my assumption. Sancho asking why the line is so low. I assume you're talking full game and not the strikeouts. I kind of thought the same thing too. I'm not gonna lie. This line being minus 170, I was like, it's not like 200. The Royals have not been that good this year, and I've been back and forth on the Royals. It's kind of funny. Like, there's some days where I'm like, God, the Royals are so much better, and then there's days like today where I'm like, how are the Royals not minus 200 dogs here? It just kind of surprised me. The market in this game pretty split. 54% of the bets, 57% of the money on the Dodgers, 73% of the bets, 81% of the money on the under in this game. This opened up minus 160 at Penny. This is now minus 151. I mean, I am saying I think the Royals are live to win this game. And it's a little worried. It's a little worrisome that I want to move on this game. I'm seeing someone ask about the weather here, so let me refresh my swish and let me let you know here. I've got in the game here. I've got 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to left field. It's 89, feels like 90. Excuse me, feels like 90 degrees. So pretty normal day. And Cheyenne asking, or that's actually Thomas. Shout out to Thomas McIntosh, by the way. Thomas, our guy using his wife's account. So just a reminder to everyone, that's our guy, Thomas McIntosh. Shout out to you, Thomas. Thanks for watching these last few days. Good first impression I've made on you, I'm sure.
Bro, there's no way that's real.
So what'd you say?
Can somebody in the chat tell me, my book is so fucking bad, man. Somebody in the chat tell me what Ohtani's total base prop is at for 1.5. There's no way. What do you think it should be?
I'd probably say like minus 115.
No.
Yeah, that's how you show.
My book's giving me a minus 205. I think, bro.
For his over 1.5 bases?
Yeah, but is this shit fucking joking me? Because I fucking cashed. But look, I always bet his 1.5 total bases when he's pitching, or I find a way to bet it because he always fucking cashes it. I've been telling you guys that, and he's done it every time he's pitched so far this year too. But I'm not paying that. I obviously could parlay it, but I don't even want to parlay it. There's no way that's fucking real. especially at the Royals Stadium too. Like what?
Our guy Thomas saying -130 at
Yeah,
Fanatics.
I'd do that probably. I think that's a good bet. I don't got that. I don't got -130. -205 is fucking wild. Fuck my butt.
Manny saying -150. Kong saying -160. -200 is fucking crazy.
-205 too. Like that is wild, bro.
Okay, so
I'm off this game.
It seems as if Ohtani bases is a good bet, according to Daby Cab's book here, ladies and germs. So if you guys are interested in a little Ohtani bases and under strikeouts or over strikeouts, that would be pretty cool. All right. So, Kev, I'm not going to lie. I'm semi-close to moving on the Royals. This is a very fishy line to me. I'll write it down and we'll see if it makes my final card. I've got one more play I was thinking over here. My card's pretty full at the moment, so we'll see. And we're not even getting to the main event game yet here, so we'll get there very soon. Let's go to the 11th game here, and let's talk Giants White Sox here. Robbie Ray, Adrian Hauser here. I think that Robbie Ray is fool's gold. I think he will be a fade in the second half of this season when he starts getting tired. And I am not backing the San Francisco Giants. As many of you know that watch this program, I think the Giants are the most, confusing team for me to try to back here. Does it help that they took the Red Sox best player for a bag of balls in Kyle Harrison? No, it does not help them apparently because they still have not been good. And Robbie Ray's last few starts, 5 innings, 4 runs, 6 innings, 3 runs, 4 innings, 4 runs earned, 4 runs crossed, 2 earned. Not a guy I want to back right now, not even against the lowly White Sox, who, by the way, let's check their numbers against lefties, and I'll tell you their numbers against lefties in this month here from the 1st to the 28th. The White Sox are 12th, 102 weighted runs created plus. So not even that bad. So I am not going to move on this game here. What do you think, my guy, Daby Cab?
You said the Giants are bad, and I know the White Sox are. I know you said that too, but you said the Giants are bad. Maybe their numbers hitting are bad, but I mean they're doing all right. The Giants are. This is what they always are, man. They're always a team that somehow seems like they can't fucking hit, but still.
And I can never figure them out. That's why I just stay the fuck off. It's so
like the Mariners,
to
bro. It's like
Yep.
the Mariners. I swear the Giants and the Mariners are the same fucking baseball team. At least in my eyes, they are. They have been for years too. Look, if you're looking for a parlay piece, I mean, maybe Giants are your spot. I really don't have much else to say on this game other than that. I've got more action tonight, so rather just get to the next ones. Look, Robbie Ray, I will say this about Robbie Ray. I don't think he's as much of a fade as Jose is making it sound. I just don't think he's like a good 4 or so in your rotation. Like he's somebody like you want on your team for the playoffs. He's just not somebody who's going to helm the way. You are right if that's what you're saying though. So, but I'm off this game.
I'm off this game as well. Molly the dog has just shunned Helga, so there's about to be a battle right now in my household. And by the way, shout out to our guy Cash God, who is a Rhode Island guy, I believe. And Nasty Nate has found another Rhode Islander in the chat here. So shout out to this great state, Rhode Island. I hope that Cash God and Nasty Nate are now fishing on the ocean together at some point. So shout out to you both there. Miami, Arizona, next one on our slate. And Molly, by the way, has officially been apprehended by Helga. She is in jail now. Molly the dog has went to jail. Brandon Pfaadt versus Sandy Alcantara here. There's not many pitchers I truthfully like more in Major League Baseball than Brandon Pfaadt. And it has truly hurt my feelings how bad he has pitched in the last few appearances for him. 5 innings, 4 earned runs, 5 and 2, 5 and 2, 3 innings, 6 earned runs, and then the Washington Nationals start that we don't talk about anymore. No outs recorded, 8 earned runs. So it's hurt my feelings to see him pitch so bad. I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm not going to try to pretend to be a pitching doctor and figure the shit out against Sandy Alcantara, who is going to get traded this season. We all kind of know that. His quest is to come back. He's seemingly healthy because he's made all of his starts. His numbers aren't great, but
aren't great. Don't sugarcoat things. At least say like what it is. His numbers fucking suck.
His numbers fucking suck, but at least his stuff is still moving, breaking the same way as it has once before. It seems like it's just a confidence thing. I'll guarantee this, Cap. If this fucking guy goes to the Dodgers, the Dodgers are going to just tweak, and then he's going to be a Cy Young guy, and it's going to be fucking disgusting here. TJ saying bet the over and cash to God with the $1.99 donation here, starting the donation train. Fucking chew.
I was going to say, we don't sell you guys anything here, so we appreciate the support like that. And shout out to all the members, man. Everybody that's a member. If you're not a member, think about joining or donating like our guy, because it helps a ton, man. This channel's held down by one dude, the Don, Jeff Slaughter, the OG, man. So shout out to you, Slaughter. Thank you for keeping the channel up. And, anything helps, because like I said, we're never going to sell you anything here. We're just going to break it out, give you guys our bets, and do the fucking best we can to win, because we got to make some motherfucking money.
Agreed there. TJ slandering Brandon Pfaadt and saying this is an over spot. Spoon saying Pfaadt pitches to his competitions. Our guy BJ, and thank you, Cash God, for becoming a member, my man.
There it is, man. Hell yeah, man.
Shout out to you, my man. It's a big time cookies right there. So we respect you, my guy. Thomas McIntosh saying, I don't know about the Dodgers, maybe the Mets. I think that they will make a decent pitchers. What do you think, Daby? I think he thinks the Mets make decent pitchers. I'd be very interested to see him go to the Mets, but I don't know if the Marlins would trade him in division. Would be my only thing here.
Is why I wouldn't think he'd go. I mean, dude, look, I know this is going to sound crazy here, but I don't want to back the Marlins, and I'm not one of those people that's like trying to think that this is Sandy Alcantara from fucking 2022 or before, prior, right? Last year wasn't quite as bad as he's been this year, but through the 15 games, like, no, man, like, he's shown life. He's shown signs of being able to throw where he is. I just think at plus money, this is a spot where I kind of want to back the Marlins. I don't think I'm going to get there. I've got too much action, but the Marlins have been hot. Like, don't look now. The Marlins are fucking tearing the cover off of baseball, putting up runs left and right, winning baseball games. A little momentum through the team could carry over to Sandy. Like, maybe Sandy can feel like a little bit of the, because it sucks pitching on a losing team. It sucks when you pitch on a team that isn't going to give you any run support. It's one of the worst feelings in the world, like thinking like you got to strike every single hitter out or else you're going to lose the game. Well, maybe he can feel a little bit more comfortable on the mound today, let it fly a little bit. I like the Marlins, obviously. I would either bet the Marlins at plus money or I wouldn't bet this game personally.
I am going to straight tail my guy TJ. I can see his confidence in the chat. I am on the over 9 in this game, minus 110.
I like that too.
Minus 110, thinking both these guys get touched up a little bit there. So shout out to you guys there. And by the way, if you're a new listener, we all have different unit sizes in here, and we all make 1 unit bets for the show and everything. So just remember that as well. These are all standard 1 unit bets. There's none of them are going to be fucking $1,000 max whale free play bullshit, whatever. So just remember that as well there.
When I bet a lot of money on a bet, instead of like even saying a unit, I usually will just say what I bet. Now, I don't bet a lot on baseball. Like, I keep a standard unit in baseball. Like, fuck that. I'm not putting what you just said, $1,000 on a baseball bet. But if I have a lot of money on it, I'm just going to say the amount of money. I'm not going to use this. But yes, what he said, units. I track everything on my X and everything I give you guys in 1 unit, just to make it simple for everyone.
Yes, and by the way, TJ is right. Maybe yours isn't $1,000, but there are some $1,000 unit bettors out there. I'm a $25 unit better, Cash God. Cab is 200. What is it for baseball?
No, not in baseball, man. I use $250 for college basketball and college football. For baseball, I'm comfortable putting $100 on a game. I'll just tell you guys that right now, or $100 on a play. Like I use $100 bet, boom, across the board. I love it, man, and I'm finally back plus money, and I've had successful seasons, but I know that if I just can't. I don't know. I just can't. It's baseball. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You got 160. We get to bet it all year, man. Maybe in the playoffs, I'll make a bigger bet.
Yeah, and shout out to the people just dropping their unit size in the chat. BJ fucking. That's why I respect BJ's opinion so much. Dropping $500 a unit in the game, just letting his fucking gigantic balls dangle right now. BJ, I'm just trying to get there as well. I'm just trying to grind up to the 500 units. And try to, let my sack hang out of my shorts like BJ's is right now. So shout out to you, BJ. And I respect that. Sancho as well. $300 units for UFC. Whew. There's a cab. I'm sorry to, go on these diatribes. But when I bet UFC, I fucking hate it. Because whenever one of my guys gets wrestled, I feel like I'm back in high school wrestling, just getting squeezed.
Look. Everybody has their own opinions. And I love the guys on our channel that do the 2 Cents is my dude. Big Show is my guy. Joey, all the guys. I love the guys that do the UFC stuff. They do great content. And I love hanging out with them. But I told them this at Pub 4. I was like, look, every time and I know it's a fight, but to me, every time I watch it, it's a little homosexual. And they're like, what? I mean, they're beating the shit. I'm like, dude, I swear. And then the fights come on. I'm like, this dude's got his legs wrapped around another dude's head. And I'm like, again, this is just not for me, guys. I'm sorry. I don't like that shit.
Oh, my gosh. Shout out to the UFC. And shout out to the horses as well. We're going to keep rolling on here. We've got the horses starting up here, and we have to roll over there as well. Let's go to Philadelphia, Atlanta. A great baseball game here today. The Phillies beat the Braves yesterday 13-0. And we've talked about how baseball is a sport where kind of you wipe the slate clean every day. You don't really worry about yesterday's game. But I don't love betting a team after beating another team 13-0, if I'm being honest. Phillies are nothing to start this breakdown out, but let's talk about the market. We've got 2 excellent pitchers. And by the way, shout out to Ron Crawford, another TSR chat staple. He's at this game with his son, I believe, as well, watching this great pitching matchup. So shout out to you, Ron Crawford. Luzardo versus Swellenbach, a fun one here. Market in this game, we've got 71% of the money on the under, but only 55% of the bets on the over. So 45% of the bets on the under and 71% of the money on the under. Very interesting. Math guy. 66% of the bets and 70% of the money on the Atlanta Braves, and this line has not moved, it seems. Let's scroll down to where Penny opened this up at. Penny opened this up minus 149. It's minus 148. I mean, just not much movement at all here, Daby Cab. Same thing where we used to play poker. It's Phillies or nothing here. I'm close to moving on the Phillies and trying to, this is one of those shows where I can't just say this bullshit and not back it up with my fucking bets at the least. If I think the Phillies are live in this game, I should bet them. What do you think about this beautiful game, Daby Cab?
Well, I don't mind if you roll with me on Marsh. I don't think you'll squash it. I'm staying on Marsh.
I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to do that to you.
All right. Well, I mean, a lot of other people have too, and it's been working. There's no way we're not going to go back to it today. Over 1.5 total bases. You can get it at plus 125. That's just like wild, in my opinion, for how the dude's been hitting. And then I sprinkled, like always, I said total bases, hits, runs, RBIs at plus 125. I sprinkled his 1.5 total bases at plus 180. And I have another bet too. I did take Ronald Acuna Jr. on the other side, over 1.5 total bases at plus 110. I like runs here in this game. I thought about betting the first 5 over, but I'm just not going to get there with that. Last 10 games, Acuna's hitting 303, 10 hits, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. It's just a spot here where, after getting smashed at home yesterday, I think the Braves come out with at least focus, and that starts, at the top of their lineup with fucking Acuna being the guy that, leads the way. Even if they're not a winning baseball team, they've still got, a lot of really good players in this lineup. So I like the first 5 over. I thought about betting it, but I'm just going to go with Brandon Marsh and Acuna, both of their props. Acuna, I don't have 2 bets on it. It's just the total bases at plus 110. And let me pull this up for you guys really quick on Brandon Marsh. One other thing. So, because for the last 2 months, it's not just it's not just the last 10 games. For the last 2 months, Brandon Marsh has been hitting, I think, 320. I can't find the number here. Last 10 games, he's at 281 right now, so a little bit down, but 281 getting plus 125 for a fucking hits run RBI prop. That's still a beautiful average for numbers like that. It's all value. It's all value. That's why I've been all over Marsh. So Marsh and Acuna are my 2 bets here.
All right. I'm going to move on the Phillies officially here. Plus 137. So that should be a very, very sweaty game. Daryl Turner, we'll talk about the Nationals here in a moment. I'm on the Red Sox, so it's probably good news for you, my man. Let's go to the game of the night for me. Chicago Cubs, Houston Astros here. Our guy Spoon immediately said, like, oh, you're going to fade me. You're going to bet the Astros, blah, blah, blah. Well, Spoon, let's lock arms here. Let's go arm in arm here, and let's fade this chuckle fuck Lance McCullers, because I think Lance McCullers is washed up. I've thought that all year. He got the death threats, came out, pitched well after. Shout out to you. I fade you either way, regardless here. Chicago Cubs, simply off of a loss, I think is a great bet. They're a good baseball team. Colin Ray, I like well enough. And the Astros scored a shit ton of runs yesterday as well. So give me the Chicago Cubs full game money line here, as well as this market is very interesting. We've got 62% of the bets are on the Cubs, only 54% of the money on the Astros here. A little worrisome typically for me, but this line opened up at minus 123. And you guys know me, I'm a steam chaser. I've got my hat on. I'm ready to chase these storms. Minus 116 at Penny, minus 112 where we used to play poker. So I'll take that line movement and put it in my back pocket. Chicago Cubs full game money line for me. And as we talk about the market in this game, 72% of the bets are on the over, 70% of the money on the over, and we've gone from an 8.5 juice to the under to an 8 juice to the under. I am also on the under in this game, Daby Cab as well. This is my double up. I am on the under 8.5 minus 120. I am on the Chicago Cubs full game plus 103.
Swish right there. You just took it down, but Swish, he said it. He's gonna rock Lance. Man, he's gonna piss on the baseball today. Look, if you look at Kyle Tucker's last 10 games, 325 batting average, just absolutely off the charts. His total base prop, he's covered it 8 out of his last 10 games, and they're giving you a plus 110 today. The reason there's a little bit plus money is because he hasn't had a hit his last 2 games. He's flipped the switch, I guess. And I know you guys know how I talk about it up and down. Usually I would not jump in on this spot after somebody missing 2 games without getting a hit, but he's going against the fucking Astros. They're in the Astros. Kyle Tucker gets his bases today. Kyle Tucker over 1.5 total bases. If you're a home run better, that would be my home run bet. I don't bet home runs, but if you're one of those people, Tucker would be the person who I'd bet for the home run today. But just take his total bases at plus 110. That's where I'm at. One of the rare smart things I said, Cab. I don't say smart things often, but this one turned out to be true. Devers went 0 for 4, 0 for 5 against the Red Sox in his first game. Kyle Tucker went 0 for 4 yesterday. It just, you take that first game, hit the brakes when that batter faces his old team. Hit the brakes, watch the first game, and then bet him the second game. I think. I think Kyle Tucker. Yes, agree. I think Kyle Tucker has a decent day today, and the Cubs end up victorious. Let's bring on our special guest here, a man, a legend. He was on the show earlier today. Oh, wrong button. Not this guy. This guy slaps his own ass, though, if you guys watch. Shout out to Mr. Ghost here. It's Stacks.
Stacks, 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 stacks. Stacks, 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 stacks.
Justin, my man, it's nice to see you. I know for a fact you don't slap your own ass when watching horses.
I don't, but I'm not gonna comment on that.
All right, fair enough. Shout out to Mr. Ghoster wherever he is. Houston Astros, Chicago Cubs. Justin, your second stacks.
Yeah, I want to clarify something. For those of y'all don't know, my basement is currently being finished,
Oh,
and
nice.
I messed up. Like Detroit, that Detroit over is not stacks. It was supposed to be. I had a bunch
Oh,
of people. I had a bunch, but I'm gonna make it official though.
of course.
And it's too late to. Yeah, I'm gonna make it official for the show. I can't post it because I think it already started. But yeah, I bet it, and I'm making it official. It was gonna be stacks, and the only reason why it wasn't was because it moved the 9 on me before I posted it.
Okay, so we're gonna get blessed with 2 stacks here then.
Yeah, you're gonna get best with 3 plays because the stacks play today number 1 was Orioles over 10, and I was mainly targeting Eflin, but I got a stacks play today number 2, and this one is the over 8.5. And to be transparent
Oh, on the over.
in this game, yeah, absolutely.
Fuck,
And
Justin.
the funny part was, and I guess I'm the only one who's seen it because everywhere I keep seeing they seen McCullers all along. But when I first capped this game in the middle of the night, I thought I seen what's his name, Gusto, but it
Right,
seemed like
yeah.
I'm the only one that's saying they seen it. No one else is act like they seen it. Like they act like I'm crazy. So, but I swear, like they be like, "Yo, what? Who?" I'm like, seriously? But I wake up and like I start my day at like 2 a.m. Eastern time.
Sure.
But
That
I go
sounds
to bed.
horrible.
I go to bed around 8. So when I woke up, I swear to God, I seen Gusto, whatever his name is. So and they switched it after I posted it and realized it. But then when I dug into it, McCullers, I liked him, but not the first game back. I think this is a bad
Well,
spot for him.
yeah.
I think I text, and it's funny. Me and Daby was texting, and I text Spoon yesterday before the series started and told him I'm betting Tucker bases and RBIs every game, all series. Just what I'm doing. I'm not betting his home run. I don't really bet home run props, but except for Burleson. But I do every game, I'm on Tucker today. I'm on his RBI and I'm on his over bases. But Stacks played today number 2. The official was over 8.5, and I got that at like minus 120.
Well, I hate that I'm going up against stacks, but I'm on the under 8.5 minus 120. And goddamn, I am not excited for this game now. I'm not as excited as I once was.
Well,
I'm on the Cubs as well.
It's a good time to be on the other side of Stacks right now. You probably straight. It's a real good time.
Well, Justin, if you were betting the Yankees and I was on the other side, I'd feel a lot better because those guys suck for you.
Yeah. Well, I took the team total in the Yankees, but
Oh, you took them today again?
just the team total.
Oh, Justin, you let them back into your heart. You said you were done with them, and you've let them back in now. Look at you.
That's Troy's fault. There was a cow in the chat yesterday.
Shout out to Troy, wherever he is. Cab.
So
Any official plays in this game here?
Yeah, I fucking already gave it to you.
Yeah, give it to us again, please.
Okay. Kyle Tucker
Jesus.
over 1.5 total bases play. You remember Stack said him and I texted about it. Like,
Yeah.
he wasn't listening.
I know that's the thing is like 3 years of doing this show with him, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't listened once.
That's not true. I listened to Cab the other day. I texted him about it, and we celebrated a first 3 over 3 victory.
Yeah,
We celebrated that.
If you listen to Dabby more, your units would be up like another 25.
Hey,
And
man,
you know what, Justin? You're probably right. You're probably right, Justin. I can't argue with you there.
If he takes the time out the day to text you, that means something because he bets every day. If he don't text you every day, he ain't. If he texts you, you gotta bet it. I do. There's not even no cap necessary. It's like, oh,
Helga agrees with the bad listening as well.
I was gonna say, Stacks, you're one of the few people I take the time to text. So
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you don't text me every day.
Cab texted me a bet. I said no, thank you very quickly. He was not happy about it.
I've never sent him one since, and
I was about to say I would have never text you a play ever again.
never again, bro. The fuck, man. Who? Like fuck
I said
you.
no. I said no, thank you very politely.
But the thing about it was you could have
What do you
just
mean
not
very
responded to the text.
I
That's
sent
even
him a
more
bet.
dick.
I sent him a bet, and his response was no, thank you. There's
I
nothing
know.
fucking polite about that.
It was Correa.
Yeah,
And we
that's
fucking
correct.
cashed easily. It was,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Me and
Yes,
you talked about it, and he came on screen and was talking about, yeah, a certain friend of ours texted me and told me to take this guy, and I said no, thank you,
Plus,
and I knew right away.
plus 122, by the way.
Yeah, it was a great bet. I said it was going to cash.
Yeah,
I
but
said it
here's
was
the
going to cash.
Jose. Here's the where it makes it ignorant. You could have just not responded.
Yeah, but that would be even more rude. I wanted to at
No, but
least know that I saw the
no,
message.
because when you don't respond, the next person don't know, was he asleep, was he busy, is he traveling? But when you say no, thank you right away to that, that's like saying fuck you and your pick.
Exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said.
Well, I thought I was very nice about it, and I'm glad he
Or you
won.
could just type okay. You don't have to tell it, just say okay.
Should I lie to him and be like, I tailed it for $1,000? I'm in.
I didn't say you didn't have to say tell. If he texts you a pic, just say okay.
He won't ever get that text again, so it don't
Yeah,
matter.
you blew that.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fine. You know what? I don't deserve it. And you guys are right. You guys are right. But when you guys want the winner of the home run derby this year, because I'm the king of picking the home run derby.
Oh God!
Don't
Fuck
come
me.
knocking to
He
me.
wins one fucking home run
Don't
derby.
come
bet
knocking to
and
me.
crowns himself the king. Holy shit!
Don't come knocking to me.
Jose, you're the only one that gave me a losing birthday pick. Why would I come ask you about a home run derby?
Because I am the king, Justin. I won for my last
Have
one.
you won more than once in the home run derby?
Have I made more than one home run derby bet? No, I won and won. Come on.
Okay. Who's gonna win it then?
Betting in your house then.
Let me guess. You're gonna bet Kyle. You gonna bet Kyle Rowley?
No, Justin. We take the highest dogs here. Whoever the highest odds is going to be, probably who I'll bet. Last year is my guy Teoscar. Beauty.
I was on Teoscar last year.
Oh, there you go. See?
It wasn't my bet. I tell somebody. I hope it wasn't you.
No,
I tell somebody.
It was absolutely
I
me.
hope it wasn't you.
100%. I bet Teoscar. I don't know who it was.
It's Jose, because he's the one who gave out Teoscar on it.
I'm fucking taking credit, Justin, because our guy Daby Cab watched me put it in right beside his fucking face, and it was great.
I'm taking somebody. Ain't in the Braves hosting this shit, right?
Oh yeah. Ronald Acuna is going to be in it.
Man, shout out to my dude.
Oh, let's go. There you go.
Yeah, Venezuelan pride. Good comments. Good comments in the chat here as well. TJ says, most of us watch Pub to get great analysis. Jose shows up, learns how to be a functioning member of society. He's like all of our adopted child.
That's
See?
actually, yeah, that's. I was
You
gonna
guys
say,
watch
Eddie in the chat too. Shout out to you, Eddie. He asked about Ohtani bases. My book is offering minus 205 for over 1.5, so it could only be a parlay piece. Do I think he gets it? Absolutely, I do, Eddie. I think they finally priced me off of it, which sucks because I think he cashes it.
And,
I got somebody put in the chat. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's crazy the price differences. Go ahead, Stacks. You're going to say them.
Yeah, somebody put in the chat Fanatics, not chat. It's definitely minus 130, and I bet it. I got Fanatics.
What the fuck? See, I'll take minus 130. So there's your answer, Eddie. If you can get the minus 130, they got hell yeah, bet it. If you got minus
Rivers had 162. I'd have used that as a parlay piece.
That's the differences in the prop lines are nuts. So
that's why they say check do you line shopping.
Yeah, Eddie's saying mine was minus 130 last night. He put a little bit on it. Thomas McIntosh saying Fanatics is fire. And Sancho, just to let you know, this is a custom UFC shirt that I made. Custom. It was white and no longer white. Justin, I know you like the tie-dye shirt as well. You liked it as well. Wow. I know. Don't lie to me, Justin. Don't lie. You love it, Justin. You love it. And I love having you on this program, Justin. I appreciate you for being in here, dropping your plays. Can you review your action one time for
Yep.
the people.
I got Detroit and Minnesota over 8.5 minus 124. I got the Orioles over or stacks played in number one. Orioles over 10 minus 106, and I got the Cubs Astros over 8.5 minus 121. 3 official
Beautiful.
plays, 2 stacks.
Beautiful, Justin. I thank you for jumping on here. We'll see you in the chat, and hopefully we'll see you at the horses as well. It'd be nice to have you on and betting some horses.
I don't have a book to bet horses. You will not see me. I'll come
Oh
on there.
my!
I'll come hit the like button. That's about
Well,
it.
Justin, I have a horse play winner. You gotta fire up the horse account.
All right, well, text it to Daby.
He's not gonna like it. He won't bet my horse winners. Justin, I thank you very much, man. We'll see you back here very soon.
All right.
Beautiful work there, Justin. And we go to our final game of the show here. We thank everyone that watches the program, making it what it is. Oh my God, my computer's on 1%. I'll be right back. You're muted.
At least he helped me with that. I was going to just run with it and stay muted probably, man. Mike Soroka taking on Kyle Hendricks. Man, Kyle Hendricks got to be like, what, 45 years old at this point? I swear he pitched for the Cubs for at least 20 years. Man, this is a spot where I'd love to ask Wine Time's thought on it. I mean, my first thought is you just got two very, very average arms on the mound, so I'd want to go over with it. Maybe get behind LA at home. Minus 120 is just not something I'm jumping out to the window to back with LA. And I don't really want to bet it over with either of these teams whose bats are, for the most part, anemic throughout the year. That being said, though, you look at the, last 5-game sample size for LA, they've been putting up some serious runs. I guess LA or pass. Jose, I'm not betting this game.
I came into this game, I wanted to bet the Nationals again. I was on them last night. It was a fucking crazy slug show here as well. And sorry, everyone. You look up, you see 1% on your computer, and you're like, oh, fuck.
I was just like, the game you picked, my thoughts on this one are, I guess, over or the Angels at home, but I'm not betting this one, man. You know how it is. Some of these games I don't care about.
I just want to bet the Nationals here. Market in this game to read it off here is the thing that keeps me off of it at the end of the day. There's 63% of the bets, 78% of the money on the Nationals here. If this was flipped and that money was on the Angels, this would be an easy spot for me. It opened up minus 135. Penny opened this up at specifically minus 126 there. It is now minus 113. Where you used to play poker, minus 135 down to minus 116 there. I should be a little more secure that I feel the market is being respected and that line is moving down because of all those Nationals bets, but it just feels a little bit too Joe Public. I like the Nationals here. It's been like the last play or last bet that I have on my card that I have not made here, and I've kind of gone back and forth here if I'm going to make it. What did you think? You're just going to pass here, actually. Sorry.
I think if you want a thought, over 9 and Angels. But no, I'm not betting it.
Yeah, TJ said he also was on an over. He said this over seems free. Why is this 9?
There you go.
In the chat, let me know what you guys have to say about this game. I would love to know what you guys think. AOD, that's a good question. They had a lot of runs last night. Are these teams tired? That's probably. Personally, that's why I would be a little apprehensive about the over. And again, it doesn't really matter about what they did previous, but these two teams scoring that many runs of the day previous, it has me a little like, okay, are they really going to do that again here? TJ saying I need to see the lineups before I bet. That's a good note there. And he thinks that maybe Woods or Abram has a rest day. Fascinating. Okay. I will stay off as of now, I guess, and I will also just kind of sit around and wait for lineups. That's a good note, TJ. This game starts at what? 8:38 Central, 9:38 Eastern. So we've got plenty of time for this game. But that's really the last play on my card that I've been kind of back and forth on. By the way, Ben Kasparius is the primary for the Dodgers here today. after Otani. So good notes there. All right, Gab, let's recap our action here. I will let you go first so I can get my shit together and figure out what plays I am officially on here.
Real eyes. Officially on, baby. All right, here we go. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 total bases, -109. I got Alec Burleson over 1.5 total bases, even money right there. Kyle Tucker over 1.5 total bases. I got +140. That line's moved. I think you can get +125 still. Still like it, obviously. Staying with the absolute moneymaker, the guy who's just been fucking fattening my pockets and got me. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't even be back where I'm at on the season if it wasn't for this dude. Brandon Marsh over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, +125. I sprinkled his total bases at +180. For those who wonder what a sprinkle is, 0.3 units. So I have $100 on his hits, runs, RBIs. I put $30 on his total bases. Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 total bases at +110. And that's that. 5 full bets, 1 sprinkle, 6 total bets. Let's get paid.
Let's get paid. Spoon's dropping his action in there. Thank you, my man. Don't forget our guy Spoon's Bets and Wine Time. Tomorrow morning, back here again, breaking down baseball all over again. So we've got you covered wall to wall there. For me, my official plays here, Texas Moneyline +110, Boston Moneyline +108, Chicago Cubs money line +103. The under 8.5 in that Chicago game, under 8.5 -120. Orioles money line -108 in Miami, Arizona over 9. A tail of TJ -110. The 2 plays that I've had question marks on, and I will at least move on the Nationals later. Most likely, I just need to see the lineups. Royals money line, I was very dubious about that one. I wanted to move on it. Don't think I am. And the Nationals, like I said, I just need to see the lineups. So those are all my plays here today. I thank all of you guys for watching. I thank you, Daby Cab, for co-hosting for me, or co-hosting with me, I should say. It's a beautiful time. We'll leave with this. Dougie Wise thought I was a minor, and he thinks that I'm 18.
Barely
in fact here. So nice to see you, Dougie Wise. Remos, Thomas McIntosh, Kelly McInnes. Good luck on the fucking course today, Kelly. I need to hit the course myself here soon. Sancho, Big Daddy Boom, Nasty Nate, TJ, good luck today and all those bets, my man. I wish you luck. I'll be pacing with you, my man. Swig Bets, thanks for all you do backstage and for the PSR website, Redbeard LLC.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my guy Swig, man. It's been a minute.
Eddie, our guy, newest member. Shout out to all of you guys in here as well. We appreciate it. Shout out to Black Thor King and Cash God. Shout out to Jason Meyer for dropping a $10 dono earlier in the chat here as well. And shout out to Cash.
I didn't even see that. What the fuck?
Cash God dropping that $2 dono. My guy Jason Meyer runs in silence, and even his beautiful donations are in silence. So shout out to you, my guy Jason Meyer, El Dorado Custodian. 2 bonus plays for you, Cab. I want you to take these, and I want to put these in the back of your pockets here.
No, thank you. Good show.
Woodbine Race 4, the 2-horse going to win that race, Daby Cab. And as you can tell, I'm going to bet some UFC. Ilya Tapourier +500. He's not on screen, and I didn't know that. So goodbye, everyone.